Morning. Aliash is a bit active right now, I don't know why. Or what's going on with him. So we've got 9th house of Sagittarius. Oh, yeah, 9th house of Sagittarius. Aries again. And, oh, the node. I always get them mixed up, so I'll make sure I've done it properly. I think it's the North node, which is good. Yep, North node. So it's about the future. Your destiny. So destiny's calling then. We have lessons to learn. The song is Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me. Elton John, Bernie Taupin. So I love the song. So the name John could be important, or Bernie. He's trying to break out at the moment because he's used to being out of his cage and he hasn't been out while he's been here because getting him back in would be a nightmare. So he's not happy. He goes on tomorrow night. So you'll have to forgive him if he's making a bit of a row. I'm sure he'll calm down. We're back to the Magician card again, so we want him in the upright this time. We don't want people wearing false masks and pretending to be something they're not, do we? We don't want any criminal activity. We don't want any mind games. So the Magician then, 1 in 28, Doris and Martin. Anybody that lives at that number is born on that date. I've just seen him in the shuffle, so I believe we've just cut on him then. So that would make him, yeah, we'll make him the last card. So we'll put him back in the middle. Let's see where he comes up. Can you hear him? He's battering a lot of that cage. It's his travel cage, it's not his normal cage, that's why. But it's the first time he's made about while we've been on camera. There he is, in the main pile. Well done, Spirit. A sweet spot. So, it's about positive mindset. It's about miracles that can happen if you stay positive. It's about using your mental power to cast spells. Your words and thoughts have power. It can be someone entering your life that works with blades, cups or wood. It's about twins, children, siblings, Gemini energy. But everything in around you is burning, just like the moors in England is burning or being burned at the minute. There's no peace for the wicked. You don't want to be caught napping. Because somebody's selling the soul to the devil here. Somebody doesn't believe in themselves or others or friendships or marriages. named Diane, Mark, and is it Oscar? Oscar maybe. It's Taurus energy. It's issues with the neck and throat. It's institutions and religion. Negative energy. It's lost keys. 5 and 23. It's funny because I had in my mind to start with Candle in the Wind, which was Diana was the 1st of July. She was a magician. Marilyn Monroe, I don't know when she was born. Anyway, Taurus, it's lack of faith. And not being open to something. We've got 2 fours. So 4s come before the 5s, and the 5s are changes. Something needs to change. Now we've got that bond again, but this time it's mutual. It's a mutual love, unconditional. But a cuckoo in the nest. Someone that was once a good friend, now a dangerous enemy. The Watermelon Man, named William or Bill, was born in the year of the ox, or again Taurus. Taurus energy. Someone in uniform, perhaps someone of a darker complexion, someone of an older generation who was once generous and now an enemy, and now we have the enemies. So we have enemies in this, and we're in a very dark place because of perhaps this bond. The only cards that should mean anything, because today's is neutral, is the 5 and 23 that's negative, and the 18 that's negative. Those born in the year of the dog and the Cancer energy. So, which is a home and family life. Spreading yourself too thin, trying to do too much to everybody. Looking after elderly parents, grandkids, etc. Not knowing which way to turn. Tread carefully, because you have enemies. So avoid the 18, 5 and 23. Yeah, there he is, the tall handsome stranger. Somebody entering your life. A fire sign energy, could be immature, could be a child. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, you've got Aries in the dice. Passionate. Possibly a wedding, possibly a new home, possibly a celebration. Home and family life. That 4, we've got 3 4s now. That 4 and that 1 there mean that there's going to be some conflict, bickering, arguing, because of this celebration, this home life. Hell will freeze over before they apologise. There's terrorists, somebody terrorising you, somebody, something to do with bees, something to do with Manchester. There's in uniform again, there's a darker complexion again. Those with the scar on the leg, the limp or the amputation or health issues, any or all of those. It's Virgo energy, it's Chiron. You cannot heal others until you heal yourself. Another 2, so dealing with 2s and 4s. 2s are choices, 4s are the stagnation that comes before change. Somebody thinks they've got you over the barrel. Mercury retrograde even, we have to revisit the past. We have to learn from the past, but not take the baggage of the past with us. You're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't, so you might as well do what you want. Yeah, there it is, the 5 of Wands. That's what we're leading up to, is this battle. And you are going to have to stand up for yourself. Another 5. So we've got changes. Actually, sorry, that's our first 5. So we've got changes, especially in finances, insecurity. Something is missing. We feel lonely in a room full of people, half erased, at least 5 years. There's a hole in the pit of our stomach. Children, childhood, child abuse, or bad memories of the past, something that's triggering you. Something from the past. We can't drag the baggage of the past into the future. No major arcanas. There he is again, Bill or William. Capricorn energy. He was once a good friend and a generous one. He possibly is a businessman that's lost everything. There's lack of ambition here. There's lack of security. This is now an enemy. Financially, there is financial success external to this situation through a woman or a Leo. Yeah, very strange. So the only clue we've got is the 5 and 23 and the 18. Changes. The unknown, our North Node, our destiny, our life purpose. So avoid greed, avoid stagnation. Is that stagnation? Refusing, stubbornness, refusing to accept what is, and trying to stamp your feet and get the things the way you want it. Won't work. Yeah, unfinished business here. Sagittarius energy. Don't act in haste because you repent at leisure. There it is again in its own read. So now we know that it has meaning. This is someone wearing false masks, pretending to be something they're not, someone they're not, or mental mind games, mental illness, criminal activity, lies, deceit and theft. 1 and 28. Enemies now will be overcome. Daughters, Persephone, the tarot readers, the psychics, the mediums, somebody letting negative energy into their aura, be it financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally or physically. The travellers, October the 11th, where I come from, when the carnival comes to town, but it could be different where you are. 2 and 29, so tomorrow could be important. Secrets. Somebody put at the gates of hell by another, possibly this enemy. There's lack of effort. Or too much burning the candle at both ends. It's time for a new adventure, a new beginning. Zoe, Katie could be important. Yep. You stop wasting your time banging your head against a brick wall, especially with the kids and your enemies. Don't waste your breath. A homecoming. Coming home to who you truly are. Growth through pain. Mother energy again, the 3. So we're looking at mothers and daughters tomorrow and Tuesday. So 2nd and 3rd and the 1st. So today, tomorrow and the next day. But the happiness can be yours, but you have to go through pain. And Spirit are giving you the gift, the chance of an opportunity not to be missed. That if you choose to take it, will bring you this prosperity and happiness. Venus, Taurus again, but this time in the positive. Within a year, the chance of a proposal, a new home, a new life, a new business, whatever it is, and it will pay off. But you have to be ready to accept this, and some of you aren't ready. So, North Node then. Venus, fertility, abundance. 9th house is Sagittarius, universities, publishing houses, hips and thighs, weight gain, weight loss. The colours green and white, so the heart chakra and the crown chakra. Higher learning, philosophy, distant horizons, your ethics, your visions, your beliefs. You've stopped believing, whatever that is. Long journeys, in-laws and foreign affairs. In this house there is an opening up to something other. If the planets are propitious, if not, the visions cannot be shared, nor the process of life fully engaged in. The ninth house is the seer of organised religions. We don't want organised religions, dogma, doctrine or spirituality. Planets placed here illustrate the response to the call from spirit. We've got none of these. So we'll see what it says in the North Node. North Node is your destiny, your dharma, what cannot be changed, which will always be yours. Aries. The path of self-development. The soul is learning to be a separate individual, self-sufficient, standing on our own 2 feet, centered around the self, with the courage to initiate change and to evolve independently. So you're growing as a person, as a soul. In the 9th house, the soul is an eternal quest for meaning and must align with divine purpose. So it's time for you to set out on this new adventure for your true purpose in life. Right. Solar, the sun, what I say about don't let the sun go down, the sun has gone down. It's in reverse. So there is no reverse meaning with the sun there, but the light has gone out of somebody's life. Success has no meaning. So solar then is 16. Life force, love, there's love, and poetic justice. Don't let the sun go down on me. The letter S. It's the shield of the sky and the shining rays of the destroyer of ice. The letter S. It's fertility and good fortune and the heavenly orb. There we go. The urge to grow. This is found in all living things. The soaring eagle, so Aries again, and Scorpio. In the venerable oak, Taurus. The juniper and the bay tree, so Jinn. Mistletoe, which is Christmas. Also associated with the 12th rune, Jera, is another potent symbol for the sun. So the shape of the rune suggests a flash of lightning descending to the earth. It brings formidable power of mighty god thunder, so Thursday. The sun is considered to be female, and the giantess named Sol or Suna. Two of the Asgardian deities are also associated with this rune. The first is Baldur the Beautiful, the one that was killed by the mistletoe dart by his blind brother. The myth expresses the cycle of the year and the duality of light and dark. So don't let the light go out in your life. The thunder god Thor must have a place because it looks so much like a lightning flash. So a Harry Potter type thing. So when we say Harry Potter, it could be Harry as a name, it could be Harry Potter itself, you might be a fan, or it could be that someone's a Potter. The guardian of justice, so number 11, Justice, Libra, was known for the swift retribution that he dealt out to wrongdoers. So don't put a foot wrong right now, or you will come unstuck. It is the law and justified revenge. In the harsh northern wild, the sun was beloved by all. It's primarily the rune of love. That's why we've got the loving couple there. Its appearance in the reading casts a warm glare over all the other runes and undoes much of any harm in the reading. It's also a rune of hope, promising that the sun will rise once more, even when one is in the darkest of night, which we've got there. The darkest of night with the moon. Wrongdoers will gain nothing, but an apt punishment for their offences. If you have a major decision to make, the appearance of Saola will reveal the truth, so these secrets will come out, making your choice easier. So that choice that we had, the Two of Swords. There is a spiritual dimension to this rune too, and when it is drawn, contact with your inner self is what will guide you. In affairs of the heart, this rune is a good omen. Thor, one of the patron deities of Saola, was invoked at weddings. Like I said, there we are, a wedding. In Viking times, when brides wore red, the colour of Thor, and held the god's symbol, the hammer, as vows were exchanged. So jumping over the anvil in Gretna Green, Scotland, eloping. Saola signals a time when happiness and harmony will reign and justice will prevail. The rune's association with the sun may also hint at enjoyable holidays. It's also said to be a good sign of victory in athletics or sports. So, let's hope this one, it doesn't come out on a side. I don't know what happened yesterday. It was weird. The Bleeding Heart, number 3 again. We've got it in the reverse. So, that number 3 is very important. So, my mum used to be sarcastic and say, bleeding heart, somebody giving you a sob story. So maybe somebody is giving you a sob story. Lies, deceit and theft with the Magician in reverse. The Latin name Decentra Spectabilis, Mars and the Sun, War and Illumination. So Saola again. The act of a heart being pierced. Native to Asia, there are a lot of traditional witchcraft folklore associated with this beautiful plant. It includes images of grief or unrequited love, so perhaps it is not the best for conjuring love. Don't think it is unrequited here, I think it's secret. Modern witches crush the live flowers as a source of divination around love, with the red juice indicating yes to love and the white indicating no. And we've already been told that the bride wore red, so that would be yes to love. It's beloved ally of the world of flower essence and plant spirit, used exactly as one would imagine, to heal a wounded heart. The spirit of this lovely plant helps people release grief, be it from the loss of a loved one or the loss through the ending of a relationship. Bleeding Heart helps us recognise and release codependent relationships, choosing short-term pain in order to move towards a healthier rather than long-term suffering. In chakra healing, Bleeding Heart balances the heart chakra and helps us keep empathy without being drained by others by recognising what true compassion is. It is in the reverse. When a bleeding heart is reversed, you are stubbornly refusing to release an unhealthy relationship. Yep. It is. Hell will freeze over. You have built identities around your wounded self and fear who or what you may be when you let go. You are holding back tears and pretending things are good when they are not. Be honest with yourself. Your heart is whole and open to love. Here we go. The weasel and the pan. You have to go within. Introspection. There's a weasel hanging about in this one. Deceit and lies. And it's number 9, which we've got in the dice. So, Weasels can be warriors and spies, moving quickly and often alone. They make observations from afar, adjust their plans so somebody could be watching you accordingly. Remember, the solitary creatures are nothing to fear, and an introverted nature is nothing to feel ashamed of. Knowing oneself and being comfortable alone are desirable skills. Like, oh God, my throat. Like the weasel, the pine tree works to be self-sufficient. One of the fastest growing evergreens, its prickly needles have waxy coating that helps them retain water. So some of you may be retaining water, and that's giving you the weight gain. You are called to a time of solitude, isolation, and allow for contemplation, which will lead to you learning some hard lessons. When do I like to be alone? How can I better understand and respect myself? Feeling like a bird in a gilded cage, lonely in a room full of people. You might as well be alone because you're lonely. 26. Don't think we've got time for another one, so I'll leave it there. But yeah, don't let the sun go down on me. Thanks for listening. Speak soon.